Hello dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you subject mathematics in standard 6th. In this video, we will continue with our chapter number 5, decimal fractions. We will solve questions from practice set 16. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side. Press the bell icon also to get my recent videos. Practice set 16, question number 1 is, if 317 multiplied by 45, answer is 14,265. And then what we have to find out, if 3.17 multiplied by 4.5, answer is equal to how much? See children, answer is given to us already. Here you can see numbers are same. Here also 317 is there, here also 317 is there. Here 45 is there, here also 45 is there. Only in this second multiplication there are decimal points in the numbers, and in first multiplication decimal points are not there. But though the decimal points are there in this number, answer will be same. Multiplication of 317 into 45 will be same, but in answer we will have to write the decimal point. So how to write the decimal point, that we will have to see. Where to put the decimal point, that is to be seen, and we have to put the decimal point very carefully. So let us see how to write it. I have written question as it is on my page. Now you all can see we have to write the solution here. In solution, first write this given to us, this multiplication answer given to us. 317 multiplied by 45. What is the answer given to us? 14,265. And therefore 3.17 multiplied by 4.5. What will be the answer? Again write the same answer because multiplication is same. So we will be getting 14,265. Now where to put the decimal point? Now see children, in 3.17 after decimal point how many digits are there? 2 digits. 1 and 7, 2 digits. In 4.5 after decimal point how many digits are there? 1 digit. Okay. So in first number there are 2 digits after decimal point. In second number there is 1 digit after decimal point. Total 2 plus 1 how many? 3. So in answer there should be 3 digits after decimal point. Are you understanding? In first number there are 2 digits after decimal point. In second digit there is 1 digit after decimal point. So in answer there should be 3 digits after decimal point. Here 2 digits, here 1 digit. So in answer there should be 3 digits after decimal point on the right hand side. Okay, I am saying about right hand side. So where should I put the decimal point now? Here. If I put the decimal point here, I will get 3 digits after decimal point on the right hand side. It is so simple. You have to apply this logic to write the answers of these two questions. Question number 1 and 2. You have to check how many digits are there in first number. You have to check how many digits are there in the second number after decimal point on the right hand side. And then you can put the decimal point in the answer according to this number of digits in the given numbers. Now let us see in the second sum. Same method we will be applying. 503 multiplied by 217. Answer is given 109151. Okay, this answer is given to us. So we have to find the answer of this multiplication. 5.03 multiplied by 2.17. Again you can see all the digits are same. 503 is there, here also 503 is there. In second number 217 are there, in the second number 217 are there, but here the decimal points are there. Here in the previous multiplication decimal points are not there, but while writing the answer we will copy down this answer as it is, 109151. Write the answer as it is. Now we have to put the decimal point. Now see children, in the first number after decimal point there are 2 digits on the right hand side. Okay, 1 2. Then in the second number also after decimal point there are 2 digits on the right hand side. You have to check the digits on the right hand side only. Do not check the digits of the left hand side of the decimal point. So on the decimal points right hand side 2 digits here also and 2 digits here also. 2 plus 2 is 4. So in answer there should be 2 digits after decimal point on the right hand side. Sorry, 2 plus 2 there is 4. So in answer there should be 4 digits on the right hand side of the decimal point. Here we can put the decimal point, and now we are having 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 digits after decimal point on the right hand side. In this way you have to write the answer. Very easy sums. Both sums are very easy. Now let us go on third question, multiply. See children, in our textbook there are 3 methods of multiplication. Method 1, method 2 and method 3. Most probably we will be solving by method 3, but for first sum, in this first sum I will be showing you first and third method. Both these methods are very easy to apply. So I will be showing you first and third sum, and after that we will be solving by third method. So let us solve it by first and second method. So I will be showing you first method. Write the question once again. 2.7 multiplied by 1.4. Now see children, when we want to convert this decimal fraction, whenever there is decimal point, this is known as decimal fraction. When we want to convert this decimal fraction into common fraction, what we have to do? We remove this point, we write this 27, and upon after decimal point there is 1 digit on the right hand side. So we have to put 10 after in the denominator. That means we have to write 10. When there is one digit after decimal point on the right hand side, we put 10 in the denominator. When there are 2 digits after decimal point, we put 100 in the denominator. In this way we keep on writing. So here we have to write 10 in the denominator, multiply by 1.4. that means 14 we have to write, and in the denominator there will be 10 again, because after decimal point there is 1 digit on the right hand side, so we have to write 10. Now we can multiply 27 into 14 upon 10 into 10. In multiplication, what we have to do? Multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Multiplication, in method of multiplication we have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So let us multiply 27 into 14. 14 sevens are 98, 8 written, 9 carrying, 14 twos are 28, 28 plus 9 is 37, 378. If you want, you can do it in rough. 27 multiplied by 14 and then write the answer 378, and 10 tens are 100, we all know. Now 378 upon 100, if you want, you can convert it into the decimal fraction. Okay, we have to convert it in the decimal fraction because our question is in the decimal fraction. Both these numbers are having decimal fractions, decimal points, and that's why we have to convert this answer into decimal fraction. So 378 upon 100, in 100 there are 2 zeros. That means when we write this number 378, we should see that after point there should be 2 digits on the right hand side. Okay, so I should put the point here, and in this way I have got the answer. Therefore 2.7 into 1.4 is equal to 3.78. This is the first method by which you can solve your sum. Otherwise, simple method of multiplication you can apply. I will be showing you method 2 also, which is the simple method of multiplication. In this method, first you can multiply without writing the decimal point in the number. Do not write the decimal point. Forget the decimal point for 2 minutes. Okay, we have to just multiply this 27 into 14. Do not write this decimal points while multiplication. Multiply only 27 into 14. So 14 sevens are 98, 8 written, 9 carrying. Okay, 9 carrying I write here. 14 twos are 28, 28 plus 9 is 378. Okay, so we have got 27 into 14 is equal to 378, correct? And therefore 2.7 into 1.4 is equal to, what will be the answer? Digits are same. Digits are same. Only decimal point is there. So answer is same. 378. Now what we have to see? We have to see that where to put the decimal point, because in these numbers decimal points are there. So after decimal point one digit is there. After decimal point one digit is there. So in both the numbers one digit is there. That means total 2 digits are there after decimal point on the right hand side. So in our answer there should be 2 digits after decimal point. So here I have to put decimal point, and in this way we have got the same answer here also and here also. So I think this multiplication method is very easy, and we will be solving by the multiplication method remaining sums of this question number 3. So in this way you can write the answer. Now let us go on second sum from this question number 3. So second sum is 6.17 into 3.9. I have written the question. Now we will be multiplying, and while multiplying we remove this decimal points. We will not write the points. We will multiply, simple multiply we will do. 617 multiply by 39. Okay. We have not put decimal points here. Now we will multiply. 39's table we all don't know. So first we will be multiplying by 9, and then we will be multiplying by 3. Very easy. 9 sevens are 63. 3 written, 6 carrying. Okay, this 6 carrying I write with pencil. 6 carrying. Here. Wait. Or for carrying, if you want, you can make 2 rows here. Here 1 row, and then second row. In this way you can make the 2 rows here for the carrying numbers. Okay. So 9 sevens are 63. 3 written, 6 carrying I have written here. Now 9 ones are 9, and 9 plus 6 is 15. 5 written, again 1 carrying I have to write here. 1 carrying. Okay. 9 6 are 54. 54 plus 1 is 55. So multiplication by 9 is over. Now we have to multiply by 3. For multiplying 3, 3 is in the tens place, so we have to put 0 here. Below units place we have to put 0. Now 3 sevens are 21. 1 written and 2 carrying. 21 means 1 written, 2 carrying. So this 2 carrying I write here. Okay. Now 3 ones are 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 3 6 are 18. Now add. 3 plus 0 is 3. 5 plus 1 is 6. 5 plus 5 is 10. 0 written, 1 carrying. 5 plus 1 6. 6 plus 8 14. 1 carrying. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 24,063 is the answer of this multiplication. So this multiplication we have done without writing decimal points here. So I will be writing here 617 multiply by 39 is equal to 24,063, and therefore 6.17 multiply by 3.9. What will be the answer? I will be writing this answer as it is. I will be copying down as it is. Only I have to think where should I put the decimal point. Now see children, in this number after decimal point there are 2 digits on the right hand side. In this number there is 1 digit on the right hand side. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So in answer there should be 3 digits after decimal point on the right hand side. So I have to put my decimal point here. So answer is 24.063. In this way we have to write the answer. So I think this multiplication method is easy to solve. Now let us go on next sum. Third one is 0.57 multiply by 2. So let us write the solution. 0.57. Before point 0 is there, so we will not write this 0. It doesn't have any value. We will be writing only 57, and multiply by 2 is there. Because in 2 there is no decimal point, single 2 is there. So multiply now. Simple multiplication we have to do. 2 sevens are 14. 4 written, 1 carrying. 2 5s are 10, 10 plus 1 is 11. We have got 114. So 52 multiplied by 7 is 114. Now we have to write the answer. Sorry, it is not 52, it is 57. 57 multiplied by 2. 57 multiplied by 2 is 114, and therefore 0.57 multiplied by 2. What will be the answer? I will be writing 114 as it is. Now see, in this number only after decimal point 2 digits are there. In this number there is no decimal point, no digits. So in answer also after decimal point there should be 2 digits on the right hand side. So I will be placing my decimal point here, because when I place the decimal point here, after decimal point there are 2 digits on the right hand side. So in this way we have to put the decimal point and write the answer. Now next sum. Fourth sum is 5.04 multiplied by 0.7. Let us do 5.04 multiplied by 0.7. So we write without these numbers without decimal point. Okay, I have written 504 and 0.7 means 7, because here on the left hand side 0 is there, so we will not write that 0, it doesn't have any value. So it will be only 7. 0.7 means 7. So 504 multiplied by 7. Let us multiply. 7 4s are 28. 8 written, 2 carrying. 7 zeros are 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. 7 5s are 35. So 3528, 3528 is our answer. So let us write this. 504 multiplied by 7. Answer we are getting 3528. And therefore our question. Now let us write our question. 5.04 multiplied by 0.7 is equal to, once again I will be writing same number here. Now I will be putting the decimal point. Here in this first number after decimal point there are 2 digits on the right hand side. In second number there is 1 digit on the right hand side. So 2 plus 1, 3 digits. So in answer we have to write 3 digits after decimal point. So where should I put the decimal point? Between 3 and 5. So now I am getting 3 digits after decimal point on the right hand side in our answer. So in this way you have to complete question number 3. Very easy. Only your multiplication should be very nice. So you can solve this sum very easily. Now question number 16 is a word problem. Okay. So let us see what is there. Virendra bought 18 bags of rice. How many bags he has bought? 18. Each bag weighing 5.250 kg. Each bag weighing means weight of one bag is 5.250 kg, and he has bought 18 bags. So how much rice did he buy all together? That means we have to find the weight of 18 bags. One bag's weight is 5.250. So what will be the weight of 18 bags? We have to multiply 5.250 kg by 18, and then we will get the weight of full rice all together. If the rice costs 42 rupees per kg means 1 kg, cost of 1 kg rice is 42 rupees. How much did he pay for it? We have to find out the cost of the rice he has bought all together. So let us do it. I have written my question as it is. Now we have to solve. That's why we have to write the solution. Virendra bought 18 bags of rice. See children, this is word problem, so writing statements in the solution is very important. You have to write all these statements in the solution. Okay. Weight of each bag is equal to, what is the weight? 5.250 kg. Okay, each bag means one bag. Weight of one bag is 5.250 kg. Therefore, weight of 18 bags of rice. What we will have to do? We have to multiply this 5.250 into 18. 5.250 multiply by 18. Now this multiplication you can do in rough, or if you want you can show here also. Okay, so I will be showing here. First I will be writing the number without decimal point. 5250 multiply by 18 without decimal point I will be writing, and afterwards I will put the decimal point here while writing the answer. Okay, now let us multiply. If you all know table of 18, it will be very easy to solve the sum. And I have been telling you all that you all have to learn the tables till 30 at least. So let us do this multiplication. 18 zeros are 18. Sorry, 18 zeros are 0. 18 fives are 90. For 90 we write 0 here and 9 carrying here. 18 twos are 36. 36 plus 9 is 45. 5 written, 4 carrying. Again 18 fives are 90. 90 plus 4 is 94. So we have got answer as 94,500. This answer I will be writing here is equal to 94,500. Now see children, here while doing the multiplication in rough I have not put decimal point here. But in the number here we are having decimal point, and after decimal point there are 3 digits on the right hand side. In 18 there is no decimal point, so we will not consider this 18's decimal point as there is no decimal point. But here we have to consider the decimal point and how many digits are there. So after decimal point 1, 2, 3 digits are there. So in answer also there should be 3 digits. So I have to put my decimal point here after 94. And now you can see after decimal point there are 3 digits, 1, 2, 3. Now 94.500 kg means what? 94.5 kg, because after point and 1 digit is there, 2 zeros are there, it doesn't have any value. We don't write it as 94.500, we write it as 94.5 kg. We don't write those zeros. Okay, now so total weight of rice is 94.5 kg, that we have to write here now. Therefore Virendra bought 94.5 kg of rice all together. Okay, total weight of rice is 94.5. Now what is next? If the rice costs 42 rupees per kg, so we will be writing cost of rice is 42 rupees per kg. Per kg means 1 kg. 1 kg rice costs 42 rupees. So what will be the cost of rice? 94.5 kg. Okay. So we have to find the total cost. Therefore, total cost of 94.5 kg rice. What we have to do? Again we will have to multiply 94.5 multiply by 42. Again we will be doing this multiplication here on the right hand side. So let us do the multiplication. So while doing multiplication, what we should do? We should not put the decimal point while doing the multiplication here. 945 multiply by 42. Now 42 is very big number, so we will not write the table of 42. We cannot do it by the table of 42. So one by one we will be multiplying by these numbers. First we will multiply by 2. 2 5s are 10. 0 written, 1 carrying. 2 4s are 8. 8 plus 1 9. 2 9s are 18. Okay. Now we have to multiply by 4. 4 is unit tens place digit, so in unit place we have to put 0. 4 5s are 20. 0 written, 2 carrying. 4 4s are 16, 16 plus 2 is 18, 8 return, 1 carrying. 4 9s are 36, 36 plus 1 is 37. Addition. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 9 is 9. 8 plus 8 is 16, 1 carrying. 1 plus 1 plus 7 is 9. And this 3 we have to write as it is. So we have got the answer as 39690. Okay, so here we did not put a point and we have got the direct answer. Now here while writing this answer we have to put the decimal point. In this number after decimal point one digit is there. In 42 there is no decimal point. So in answer also we have to see that point should come in such a place that there should be only one digit after decimal point on the right hand side. So I have to put my point here. So after point 0 is there. 0 doesn't have any value if after point it is there. So we have to write it as 3969 rupees. 3969 rupees. Okay. So in this way the total cost of rice is, therefore Virendra paid rupees 3969 for rice. In this way you can complete your answer and complete this solution. From this statement till this statement, this full solution you can write in this way. Now let us solve this last question. Vedika has 23.50 meters of cloth. She used it to make 5 curtains of equal size. If each curtain requires 4 meters 25 centimeter cloth to make, how much cloth is left over? Now she is having this total cloth. Okay, total length of cloth is 23.50 meter, and from this cloth she made 5 curtains. And each curtain requires 4 meter 25 centimeter of cloth. We have to find out how much cloth is left over with Vedika. So let us see. I have written the question as it is. Now we will start writing our solution. As this is word problem, again we will have to write all the statements very carefully, very nicely. Total length of cloth with Vedika, how much she had, is equal to 23.50 meter. Okay, I will write M for meter. Now she used to make 5 curtains of equal size. She made 5 curtains of equal size. Now how much cloth is required to make one curtain? 4 meters 25 centimeters. So therefore, no, not therefore, we write here cloth required to make one curtain. Okay, how much cloth is required to make one curtain? It is 4 meter 25 centimeter. 4 meter 25 centimeter. Now see children, 4 meter 25 centimeter. Here it is given 23.50 meter. Here 4 meter 25 centimeter is given. So we will have to convert it into the decimal fraction first. So 4 meter means 4 meter plus 25 centimeter. Now centimeter and meter we cannot add. So we have to convert this centimeter into meter. So 4 meter plus 25 upon 100 meter. Why I have written upon 100? Because we all know 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, and that's why 25 centimeter means 25 upon 100. So it is equal to 4 meter plus 25 upon 100 will be 0.25 meter. 25 upon 100 because 2 zeros are there. So in the number after decimal point there should be 2 digits. So 25 we have to put the digit on the, from right to left we come and we have to put the digit here. So it will be 0.25 and on the left hand side nothing is there, so put 0. So it is 4 meter plus 0.25 meter, that means 4.25 meter. In this way we have to convert this meter centimeter into meter in 1 unit only. So for one curtain we required the cloth of 4.25 meter. How many curtains she made? She made 5 curtains. So total cloth required for 5 curtains. We will find out that first. Therefore, cloth required to make 5 curtains. What we have to do? We have to multiply 4.25 by 5, because for one cloth we require 4.25 meter. For one curtain we have to we require 4.25 meter of cloth. So for 5 curtains we will be requiring 4.25 multiplied by 5. Multiply direct, you can multiply orally. 5 5s are 25, 5 written, 2 carrying. Okay, this 2 carrying I write with pencil here. 5 5s are 25, 5 written, 2 carrying. 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 2, 12. 2 written, 1 carrying. Now 1 carrying I write here. 5 4s are 20, 20 plus 1 is 21. Now see children, in this number decimal point is there, here decimal point is not there. So here after decimal point there are 2 digits on the right hand side. So in answer also there should be 2 digits on the right hand side after decimal point. So I have to put the decimal point here. So cloth required to make 5 curtains is 21.25 meter. So this much cloth she required to make 5 curtains. But how much cloth she has? She has 23.50 meter cloth and she used this much cloth to make the curtain. So how much cloth is remaining with her? Leftover cloth will be, we have to subtract this cloth required to make 5 curtains from total cloth. So let us subtract and we will get the answer. Left over cloth with Vedika will be equal to, it will be equal to total length of cloth minus cloth required to make 5 curtains. Okay, so we will subtract. What was the total length? It is 23.50. So I write here 23.50 meter. How much cloth she required? She used to make 5 curtains. 21.25 minus 21.25 meter. You have to subtract it and write the answer. So if you want, you can do this subtraction in rough. 23.50 minus 21.25. You all know point should come below point and you have to subtract. 5 cannot be subtracted from 0, so we have to write 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 1 borrowed, so we write 4 here. 4 minus 2 is 2. Point below point. 3 minus 1 is 2 and 2 minus 2 is 0. So 0 we don't write. So how much cloth is remaining? 2.25. Here we write the answer. 2.25 meter. Okay, in this way full solution you can write and in the end write the answer statement. Therefore, .25 meter of cloth is left over or is remaining with Vedika. You can write anything. So in this way you have to write all the answer statements and all the statements in the questions very carefully. We have completed practice set 16 here. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.